trade, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The open man is Smith. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Henry. to be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
On the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Rager, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call out against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's across.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
For the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This time Wilson will throw. Flush to his right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
And this is caught. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Washington.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. No gain, and it's second down.
Complete to Matt Breida. No gain on the play.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Breida on a toss left, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
6-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to
From 6 yards away. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Murray now, third and goal. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
Yeah, it's on.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think and the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, it's Murray. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Derrick Henry. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Jakeem Grant on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Washington first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run it again with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st down, here's Breida. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
Murray on the keeper.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This Washington 49, Giants 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Very physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
16.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
For 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete.
From 17 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 56. Giants
After
16.
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Murray now on first down. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Murray off play action. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
36-yard line.
First down, Murray. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Murray looking here for Smith. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake. Murray. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down.
16-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
The Giants will line up.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
34.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
14.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 74 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes this Washington 63. Giants 34. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Conversion.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Giants 40. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Washington, 60.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Giants, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.